Hey guys, we wanted to do things a little bit differently this week since we're talking about National Service Dog and Guide Dog Appreciation Month. Now, September has been here for a while now, about 2 weeks, but we had a little bit of a hurricane come through, so we wanted to talk about that last week in our video. So anyway, more about service dogs and guide dogs. Training for service dogs and guide dogs usually takes about 2 years. It can take more, like it is with this little one, and it can take less, like some service dogs just pick it up really quickly, were made to do their job, basically. Now, however long it takes, doesn't really matter. It's as long as you get there and are solid, things are good. The training is broken down into 2 parts, generally speaking. Obedience work and task work. So obedience work is basically how they behave in public. Things like sit, down, stay. All those things that most dogs do or learn at some point. And task training is what the service dog does to help mitigate their handler's disability. So like guide dogs, their tasks are to, stop at curbs or find what an escalator is versus stairs, or find elevators, or find people, or things like that. Other service dog tasks would be like deep pressure therapy, or sometimes other service dogs do guide work too, like she's learning to. Heart rate alerts and various other tasks that can be shaped or trained. Things to know about service dogs is that they don't have to be vested or marked in any other way. Like, we've got this little key tag here that says service dog, but people can't really see it, and it's getting old and worn at this point. But if you see a dog somewhere that dogs typically aren't, assume it's a service dog, unless the behavior tells you it's not. Regardless with dogs, give them space. Don't stare at them. Eye contact is stressful for them, especially more anxious dogs. Eye contact in dog language is pretty aggressive language. Talking to them could distract them. Approaching them quickly could make them uncomfortable. We've had to do a lot of desensitization to, like, checkout counters, because one time a cashier decided she wanted to pet, and it looked like the counter grew arms from her perspective. So I can understand how that would be a little scary, but in that moment, the cashier didn't think that she was doing anything really wrong, and she didn't realize that that has set us back months in our training. It takes a lot of work, and they work hard too, These pups are hard-working dogs, and easily distractible too, sometimes. But she's just being a pup today. And the training that these dogs go through, whether it be a program that's internationally recognized or just from their handler, is super extensive. Things that you might not think about, like learning how to get onto escalators, because getting onto and off of escalators can be really dangerous for dog paws. Things like different ground textures, like grass or tarps or concrete or sand. Various textures might be weird. Getting them used to different environments, like crowds or stores with foods or candles or things like that might have different smells that are intriguing. Different people, like people in uniform, people in costumes, people with hats or beards or umbrellas. Just different things that might be new environments for the dog. You have to get them used to as many of those as you can, so that when they're out and trying to do their job, any new thing doesn't throw them off, And that's why it's so important not to distract them, because yeah, they have a job to do, but the environment can be distracting enough, you know? So adding on kissy noises or staring at them or talking to them or standing in their way can be really distracting. Yeah, I know. So just keep in mind that, you know, dogs are hard workers, even if they aren't service dogs. But especially appreciate service dogs and guide dogs this month. Like, try and educate the younger people in your lives, or your friends, or people like that. Feel free to ask us all the questions you want, because, you know, that's why I'm doing this. It's an educational channel, showing her training and just how we do things day to day. I'm going to work this week to have a couple more videos out in public, maybe like pet stores or something, just to be different. We often go to pet stores because they can be a little more understanding with training. So like if we're practicing downstays and I drop the leash just to see if she stays, they can be really understanding that, oh, there's a dog there that is working on something, rather than, you know, places that would freak out about a dog being there. It's easier on her, it's easier on us, you know. Anywho, we're gonna get more videos out there for you. We might do some how-to videos on how to train some of the general obedience things, or how to get your dog comfortable with certain textures and sounds. That's something I'm looking forward to doing. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, send us questions. Just feel free to ask us anything. Alright? Have a good one, y'all. Thanks.